Hi, this is Usha. Welcome to Rathod's IAS classes. Today in this lecture, we are going to see the current affairs of 21st January 2022. In this lecture, we are going to discuss 6 topics which are very much relevant from our UPSC point of view. So let's get started with our discussion and let us try to see which are the topics now we are going to have our discussion. So first topic is regarding drop the IAS Cadre Rules Amendments. So in yesterday's lecture, we studied some background regarding this article. Here, this article mainly says that Center want to come up with some amendments regarding some rules of this IAS cadre. So by this rule, by these amendments, that will mainly increase the power of Center. So because of this, 6 states are mainly opposing this move of Center. So this article which is mainly talking about that topic. So now let us try to see that topic in a very great detail. And this topic is important from our polity point of view, which mainly comes in the GS paper 2. And next topic is about focus on rights, made India weak, says our Prime Minister. And this article which is mainly says that, so we are just mainly focusing on rights. So whenever we are focusing on rights, so it is mainly made our India weak. So this is a statement which is given by our Prime Minister, and we are going to see that article in a great detail. And next topic, it is regarding OBC Quota, regarding NEET. So in NEET, already you know that NEET, it is one of the entrance exam test for undergraduate and as well as postgraduate of medical sciences, right? So in this NEET, they said that they are going to provide 27% of reservation for OBC and 10% of reservation for this economically weaker sections. So what happened? So recently government came up with this 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act and introduced 10% of reservation for the economically weaker section, that is EWS quota. So because of this, a petition which is mainly filed in Supreme Court regarding constitutional validity. And recently here Supreme Court which mainly allowed for admissions based on this 10% quota for this EWS and 27% of reservation for this OBC category for this year. And it said that in March it is going to see the constitutional validity. And now here Supreme Court which mainly upholds this OBC quota, that is 27% of reservation for this OBC category in this NEET. And there is a pending regarding this EWS, economically weaker sections. Okay, so this is some background and we are going to see this topic in a very great detail. This will be important from our polity point of view. And next topic here, it is a village, especially in Telangana state, which mainly donated as Agraharam. So we are focusing on what is this Agraharam. It is mainly related to history part, which mainly comes in our GS paper 1. And next topic, it is about Brahmos missile. So already we discussed this topic number of times, and once again this is in news. So again we have to see revision part of this Brahmos missile. So this will be important from our science and technology point of view. And next topic, it is about Havana Syndrome. Havana Syndrome, not a foreign campaign. So here we are going to discuss about what is this Havana Syndrome, because it will be often seen in news. So these are the 6 topics now we are going to have our discussion. So now let us try to see the first topic. So title says drop the IAS Cadre Rules Amendments. Okay. So this article, it is talking about IAS Cadre Rules Amendments. So this article, it is very important from our polity point of view regarding federalism topic. Okay, regarding this federalism topic, we can add the recent current affairs, that is IAS Cadre Rules also. And now let us try to see what is the context, why it is in news. So why it is in news? Because recently our union government which mainly proposed rules. Okay, so these rules are talking about amendment to Rule 6. Okay, Rule 6 regarding deputation of cadre officers of IAS service, that is Indian Administrative Service Rules 1954. So recently our central government proposed some amendments to the Rule 6. So this Rule 6 which is mainly dealing with this deputation of cadre officers of this IAS, Indian Administrative Services Rules 1954. Okay, so in this context, Department of Personnel and Training, that is DOPT, it mainly wrote to states regarding these proposed amendments. Okay, and to these proposals, about 6 states, at least 6 states, they had rejected or opposed to take this move to amend this IAS cadre rules. So now let us try to talk about what are those amendments. So if you know these amendments only, you can appreciate this topic, why states are opposing this. So they are mainly come up with the 4 amendments to this IAS cadre rules 1954. So what are those 4 amendments? So first amendment, it is regarding if state government delays posting a state cadre officer to the center and does not give effect to central government decision within a specific period of time, then the officer shall stand revealed from this cadre from the date as may be specified by the central government. Okay, so it mainly says that whenever state government which is mainly going for delaying of posting a state cadre officer to the center, okay, so whenever state which is mainly delaying this process of appointing or posting a state cadre officer to the center and it does not give effect to the central government decision within a specific period of time. So within a specific period of time, so whenever the central government state government which is not taking any decision, means the officer shall stand relieved from the cadre from the date as may specified by the central government. So as per the date which is specified by the central government, that so person have to act. So because of this, we can say there is increasing of power of central government. It affects this federalism. And next, second amendment here is center will decide. Okay, center will decide the actual number of officers to be deputed to central government in consultation with the state. Okay, here now second amendment here is the decision will be in the hands of center. Central government will decide actual number of officers to be deputed to the central government, and that too in consultation with the state. Okay, and it will make eligible names of such officers as well. So according to now existing norms, the states have to depute all India service officers including IPS officers to the central government offices. Here as per existing norms, it is the state government that need to be take responsibility. But now this amendment, the second amendment says that center will going to decide the actual number of officers to be deputed to the central government. Okay, and presently at any point the number of deputed officers that cannot be more than 40% of the total cadre strength. And if you are talking about third amendment, it mainly says that in case of any disagreement between center and as well as state. So if there is any disagreement between center and as well as state, the matter shall be decided by the central government. That means central government will be having upper hand over the state government. And fourth amendment here is in a specific situation where service of cadre officers they are required by the central government in the public matter, public interest, then the state government shall give effect to its decisions within a specific period of time. That means if there is any specific situation which mainly arrived means, so here in this specific situation where the public interest is vested, here decision should be taken within a specific period of time by the state government. So in these amendments, there is increasing of power of central government that is seen. So because of this, it is mainly affecting the federalism. So if you are talking about what are the reasons behind the states opposition, why states are opposing. So first one is states mainly says that will lead to centralization of power. So power will be concentrated in the center, not in the states. Okay. So what are the power that is vested with the states that will be moving into the hands of the center, that will lead to centralization of power. So union government which is mainly planning to acquire for itself overriding powers to transfer IAS officers, IPS officers through central deputation. Okay, this is to be done by doing away with the requirement of taking the approval of state government. Without taking the approval of state government, here central government will be having the power to transfer IAS officers, IPS officers through the central deputation. And this one is it is against the spirit of cooperative federalism. The second reason mainly posed by the states here is it is against the spirit of cooperative federalism. It is against the spirit of cooperative federalism. So this proposed amendment unilaterally mandates the state governments to make such a number of officers who are available for deputation as prescribed under the central deputation reserve. So it is mainly saying that it is against the spirit of cooperative federalism. But how? But how here is, so this proposed amendment which unilaterally mandates, it is making compulsorily that state governments to make such a number of offices available for deputation. Deputation is prescribed as under this central deputation reserve. So here in this context, a few states mainly says that proposed amendment which was a bid to subvert the state's authority guaranteed by the constitution. It is mainly subverting this state authority here. So this is about this topic, and now let us try to see next topic. So title says focus on rights meet India weak. So this is a statement said not by me but by our Prime Minister. So this article is important from our governance point of view, which mainly comes in the GS paper too. So now let us try to see context. If you see context, it mainly says that our Prime Minister said the focus on talking about and fighting for rights. So we are mainly focusing on rights, and we are mainly talking about rights, and we are mainly fighting for our rights. So this has been happening since we got independence. From since 75 years onwards, we are mainly focusing on our rights. We are mainly talking about rights. We are mainly fighting for our rights. And because of this, whenever we are mainly going in a way to achieve or to fight for our rights here, so because of this rights based approach, so the country has become very weak. So in this context, our Prime Minister said that in next 25 years we need to have a dedicated hard work, and we need to go for sacrifice and tapasya or penance. Okay, so this will be helpful for building of a strong India. So if you are talking about the details, it mainly says that our Prime Minister was virtually addressing the launch of Brahma Kumari's year-long program of events. Okay, our Prime Minister mainly addressing the launch of this Brahma Kumari's year-long program of events as part of government celebrations of 75 years of independence, that is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So in this event, our Prime Minister said this statement. Okay, and our Prime Minister also said that we need to acknowledge the evil ignoring the duties, and it mainly became the part of our national life. So in last 75 years, so we are mainly talking about rights, fighting for rights and wasting time, and that led to mainly weakening of our country. Okay, so this is the gist of this topic, nothing much. Okay, and now let us try to see next topic. It is regarding OBC quota in NEET. So title says that Supreme Court upholds this OBC quota in NEET. So now let us try to see context. If you see context, it mainly says that Supreme Court upheld. Okay, upheld means it said okay. So Supreme Court upheld the constitutional validity of reservation for other backward classes candidates. That is, it said that it is okay that 27% of reservation that is given for this OBCs in this all India quota seats for this NEET exam. NEET, it is entrance examination for undergraduate and as well as postgraduate medical and dental courses, right? So here, why Supreme Court upheld this reservation? Because Supreme Court said that reservation is not at odds with merit in open competitive examinations. So in open competitive examinations, reservation is not at odds with merit. So if you're talking about details, it mainly says that if open examinations present, okay, if open examinations or open competitive examinations are present, that means it mainly provides equality of opportunity to candidates to compete. Okay, so this examination will be same if you are talking about UPSC. So UPSC is conducting prelims, later on mains, later on interview. So it is mainly providing a platform, right? It is providing equality of opportunity. That means each and every caste people, they can apply for this exam and they can write this exam. So in this way, this open examinations, they mainly present this equality of opportunity to candidates to compete with each other. And if you are seeing, there will be reservations. So these reservations mainly secure that the opportunities are distributed in such a way that backward classes, they are equally able to benefit from such opportunities. Okay, opportunities we are providing. So in those opportunities, here the reservations will also provide some distribution. Okay, distribution such that this backward classes, they are equally able to benefit from such opportunities. Okay, so because they already evading from different structural barriers, okay, since history. So this is the only manner in which merit can be democratizing forces that equalizes inherited disadvantages and as well as privileges. So what are the inherited disadvantages and privileges are present? So those can be democratized by this reservation policy. So in this context, court also said that an open competitive exam only ensures formal equality. It is mainly ensuring just formal equality, and it does not end widespread ingrained inequalities. So these ingrained inequalities which are present in our society, that can be removed by giving reservation, especially for these backward classes. Okay. So now let us try to understand what is All India Quota scheme. So this will be very important from your mains and as well as prelims. So if you are talking about this All India Quota scheme, it was launched or it was introduced in year 1986 under the direction of Supreme Court. Under the direction of Supreme Court, so this All India Quota which mainly introduced in 1986, and in this All India Quota which mainly provides for domicile free merit based opportunities. Okay, domicile free merit based opportunities that will be given to students. They will be coming from any states to aspire study in medical colleges which are located in another states. Actually, at that time during 1980s, 1970s, there were very limited number of medical colleges are present. So if I want to pursue this medical education, I need to go to another state. Okay, so because of this All India Quota scheme which mainly started providing domicile free merit based opportunities for the students who are coming from other states as well. So in this All India Quota which mainly comprises about 15% of undergraduate seats and 50% of PG seats in government medical colleges, and the rest of the seats like 85% of undergraduate courses, undergraduate seats, and 50% of remaining PG seats. Okay, they are in state medical or dental colleges. They are mainly reserved for the students who are present in that state, that is the students whose domicile it is that respective state. And what happened in 2007, one famous case, that is Abhaynath versus University of Delhi and others. In this case, Supreme Court directed that reservation of 15% of scheduled caste, okay, and 7.5% of reservation for the scheduled tribes introduced in this All India Quota. Okay, until this 2007, there is no reservation which may be implemented within All India Quota for medical admissions. Okay. And later on we came up with the Central Education Institutions Reservation Admission Act, okay, and it mainly came into effect from 2007, and this started providing 27% of reservation for this other backward categories, and this scheme implemented in all central education institutions. Okay, and later on 10% of economically weaker sections quota under Constitution, which mainly added to this 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 2019, and has been implemented in the central education institutions but not in this NEET for state institutions. And recently one PIL which mainly introduced in Supreme Court, and Supreme Court said that yes, we can go for admissions as per this 10% of reservation for this EWS and 27% of reservation for this OBC category. So this is the recent news and recent current affairs. And now let us try to see next topic. It is regarding Dommata. Dommata, it is a village donated as Agraharam. So here we need to focus on this Agraharam. This will be important from our history point of view, especially ancient history. So now let us try to see this topic in a very great detail. So if you are talking about context, so especially the members of this Kota Telangana Chaitra, they mainly found some inscriptions on a rock. Okay, on the rock there are several writings, so those all called as inscriptions, and they found some inscriptions on a rock, and this inscription mainly describes, so this village Dommata was a village which donated to Brahmins after pursuing it by a local rural. So after pursuing by a ruler, so this ruler who gave or who donated that village to this Brahmins, and this village mainly located in this Cheriyal Mandal of Siddipet village in Telangana state. So if we are talking about details, it mainly says that there used to be a village in past, but this village got submerged under a Vagu. Okay, that the name of that Vagu is Gurijakunta Vagu, and a tank, that is Krishnamma tank. So after what happened, the villagers from that area, they shifted to a new location. Okay, and the villagers, they bought some rocks with scriptures there. So if you're talking about some writings on that inscription, it mainly says that Paidi Murray Naganayani, a local ruler who bought this land, donated this village to these Brahmins. So this is the thing which mainly written in Telugu of that 14th century. So this is about this topic, and now let us try to see some facts regarding this agraharas. So these are nothing but land grants. So we're talking about different types of land grants to these religious institutions. We had Brahmadeya. Brahmadeya, it is a land which is donated to Brahmins. Devadana, so land which is donated to gods. And Agrahara, Agrahara means a settlement which is mainly donated for the priest. So these lands which are mainly donated to the temples, monasteries, as part from being used as a normal tenancy. And also they carried a right vested with the temple authorities as well. Okay, so these are some important details that you need to remember regarding this topic. And now let us try to see next topic. Title says extended range Brahmos testile. So this article which is mainly talking about extended range of Brahmos. So here you need to know about what is this Brahmos and some facts regarding this Brahmos and what is this extended range of this Brahmos. So this article will be important from science and technology point of view, which mainly comes under this GS paper 3. So now let us try to talk about this topic in a very great detail. So if you're talking about context, it mainly says that the supersonic cruise missile, okay, the supersonic cruise missile, that is Brahmos. Supersonic cruise missile Brahmos with increased indigenous content and improved performance was successfully flight tested from this integrated test range. Okay, so this Brahmos, it is a supersonic cruise missile. So if you're talking about missile, you will be come across two keywords, that is cruise missile and next one is ballistic missile. Ballistic missile and cruise missile. So the difference here is of the path that is mainly followed by these two missiles. So please do some research regarding these types of missiles and let me know in comment box. So this will be very important regarding your prelims. So the supersonic cruise missile Brahmos with increased indigenous content and improved performance, it was successfully flight tested from integrated test range. It is mainly tested from this Chandipur coast of Odisha. So if we're talking about some important details, it mainly says that so the missile was equipped with the advanced indigenous technologies. Okay, so now it is called as extended range because it came up with some indigenous technologies, and this technology mainly followed by a modified optimal trajectory and is also mainly focused on enhanced efficiency and as well as improved performance. Okay, so this missile mainly equipped with advanced indigenous technologies and as well as followed a modified optimal trajectory as well. And next one is, so this missile with the modified control system which has been fine-tuned to achieve enhanced capability. So it also going to achieve an enhanced capability as well. So if we're talking about what is Brahmos, so Brahmos, it is a joint venture between DRDO and NPOM of Russia. Okay, so it is mainly the joint project between this DRDO and as well as Russia here. So if you're talking about Brahmos, the name which is mainly derived from two rivers, one from India and one from Russia. So first one here is Brahmaputra, second one is Moskva. So here this Brahmos, it is a two-stage, that is solid propellant engine in the first stage and liquid ramjet in the second. Okay, so this is two-stage. So first one is solid propellant will be there, and in second stage we have liquid ramjet as well. So it is a multi-platform missile. That means it can be launched from land, air and as well as sea, and it is also having a multi-capability as well. And it also operates on fire and forget principles. Okay, it mainly operates on fire and forget principle. And this Brahmos, it is one of the fastest cruise missile. Okay, and if you're talking about speed, it is like 2.8 Mach. That means 2.8 into the speed of a sound. Okay, so now let us try to see what is advanced variant. So initially what happened, so this Brahmos missile initially developed at a range of 290 kilometers. Okay, so if you want to go for go for extending this range beyond 290 means you need to be member of MTCR, that is Missile Technology Control Regime. So recently India became part of this MTCR, that is Missile Technology Control Regime. So because of this, we have mainly come up with the planning to extend the range from 290 kilometers to 450 kilometers and to 600 kilometers in the later stages. Okay, so this is just of this topic. And now let us try to see next topic. It is regarding Havana Syndrome. Havana Syndrome, not a foreign campaign. It is one important report reveals. So here we are focusing on this Havana Syndrome. So this will be important from our science and technology point of view. And if you are talking about context, okay, if you are talking about context, it mainly says that here CIA has concluded that US diplomats who are suffering from this mysterious headaches. So this syndrome is called as Havana Syndrome. So in this Havana Syndrome, mainly diplomats are suffering from some mysterious headaches and as well as nausea. So recent report which mainly says that so these diplomats of US, they were not targeted in a global campaign by a foreign power. So this is a report which mainly said regarding this Havana Syndrome. So if you're talking about some details regarding this Havana Syndrome, so why it is in news? So why we can see this Havana Syndrome repeatedly in news? Because in 2016, US diplomats and other some employees who stationed in Havana. Havana, it is the capital of Cuba, which they mainly reported like feeling ill after hearing strange sounds and experiencing some odd physical sensation as well. So those symptoms mainly include nausea, severe headaches, fatigue, dizziness, sleep problems, hearing loss, etc. So this syndrome is also known with as a name, that is Havana Syndrome. So the more chronic problems which mainly suffered by Havana personnel included mainly vestibular processing and as well as cognitive problems, and even they face some insomnia and as well as headaches as well. So while the symptoms they have resolved for some of the affected employees, for others effects are mainly posed a significant obstacle here. So because of this, they are not able to do their work and it also affecting their normal functioning of their lives as well. So this is just on this topic. And now let us try to see yesterday's questions and explanation and answers. So first question is regarding Indian agricultural productivity. So first one here is consider the following statements regarding salinization, which is one of the major problem reducing India's agricultural productivity. So why we can see there is increasing of salinity. So for example, let us take this is the surface of earth and here we have somewhere groundwater table. For example, in the regions which is having high temperature and there is low rainfall, means what happened, there is increasing of evaporation. So whenever the evaporation is happening, so the water which is present in this ground table, that will be coming up through the capillary action and the water will be evaporated and the salts will be deposited on the surface. So this is the one important mechanism that is leading to this salinization. So the first statement here is in drier areas, through this capillary action that will lead to salt accumulation on the surface of the land, which is mainly brought up by the deep saline groundwater tables. So the concept which I explained you, so this is regarding this first statement. So first statement is absolutely correct. And second one is irrigation can result in salinization of the soils. Yes, irrigation is also one important reason. And next one is it can occur both naturally and as well as artificially. Yes, this statement is also very much correct. So here you need to identify correct statements. That is correct option here is for all the above. And next one is the best way to improve crop production in India is to increase the crop intensity, that is by increasing gross sown area, which is not the hindering factor which mainly involved in improving the crop intensity. Okay, so this question is mainly talking about crop production in India. So how can we improve this crop production in India? It is to increase crop intensity also. Okay, and we need to increase the gross sown area, so which is not the hindering factor. So here infertile soil means we cannot go for improving of crop production or crop intensity, and whenever there is deficiency in moisture or especially in these rain-fed regions, we can't go for this. And whenever there is insufficient usage of manures also, they cannot go for increasing of crop productivity. So the large tract of a black soil, it is not the hindering factor here. So correct answer here is 4. And next question is tea best grows in Assam, Darjeeling, Jaisalmer districts of West Bengal. So what are the uniqueness of this region which suits this crop? So here you need to know about characteristics which are important for this growing of tea. So first one is it has warm and humid climate. Yes, this statement is absolutely correct. And next one is showers are mainly concentrated in 4 to 5 months. But here the rain we can see in almost all the year. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. So you can eliminate the second statement. And this one is deep, fertile and well drained soil. Yes, this statement is absolutely correct. And this one is rugged topography for relief near Himalayan foothills. But this rugged topography, it is not at all suitable for growing of this tea. So we need a steep slopes. So here this statement is incorrect. So correct statements are 1 and 3. So correct option here is 2. And now let us try to see today's questions. So before seeing this today's question, I want to make a small announcement on this platform. If you want to clear this UPSC, I will strongly suggest you to join the courses that we are offering in this Rathor's IAS. That is, first one is prelims test series, second one is mains answer writing course. So in this prelims test series there are about 30 tests which includes C, SAT and as well as GS. So in GS we are providing sectional test, we are providing revision test, we are also providing full length test. So this will be absolutely helpful for understanding and analyzing your preparation, right? And next one is mains answer writing course. So as you all know, mains, it is one of the important examination and it is one of the deciding factor whether your name will be there in finalist or not. So if you want to see your name in finalist, you need to focus on this mains answer writing practice. So why? Because within 3 hours you need to answer 20 questions. That means almost you will be getting 7 to 7.5 minutes to write one question. And now you can imagine how much fast and how much thorough you should be. So in this course, in this 1 year, we are going to write answer regarding each and every topic of your GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. On Sunday, there will be essay practice and as well as one case study will be given on alternate Sundays. Okay. So in this course, what are the specialty here is we are providing the micro listing of topics such that you will be having some idea regarding this, what are the topics that will be included. And next one is we also provide you daily one question so that it will be not to be a burden on you and will not change your original revision pattern, preparation pattern. And next one is there will be evaluation and also we will provide you one-to-one mentorship and feedback. So in this way, this course is absolutely useful. Okay. And next one is we also launched this foundational course for this UPSC GS. And here we are providing like more than 700 hours of video classes and we are focusing on conceptual clarity. Okay, and there is elaborate discussion on each and every topic. And one more thing here is we will provide one-to-one mentorship as well for that foundation course. And if you take this foundation course, there will be prelims press series and as well as mains answer writing course will also be included in that. And you need not to pay extra for that prelims test series and as well as mains answer writing. And next one is we also, if you want to take individual courses like only economy, only history, geography like that, you can also take those courses. So details of this course are given in description box. You can see that ones. And if you want to watch demo videos, you can watch 3 demo videos in each and every module for free without paying a single penny. And if you want to talk to me directly, you can call to this number 8074765513. Okay. I am the academy director of this Rathor's IAS Academy and you can 100% trust us. There is nothing like fraud we are doing here. And now let's come back and let us see today's prelims questions. So first one, it is regarding rubber production. Kerala has outpaced every other state in the country in terms of rubber production, the reasons being. So first statement which is given is it has hot and humid climate with precipitation more than 200 centimeters annually. Second one is very dry spell during summers for 2 to 3 months. Well drained red soils with gentle slopes and no stagnation of water. So if you know the characteristics for the growth of rubber production, then you can easily answer this question and you can get answer for this question if you have completed your NCERTs. And next one is what are the factors that favor the wheat production in northwest India? So you already know that in Punjab and Haryana, so there is a growing of a wheat that is seen extensively. So first here factor here is western disturbance. Second one is fertile alluvial soil brought down mainly by the Indus and Ganges river system. Next one is semi-arid region. So here you need to identify the correct code. And next one is the trees found in western side of Western Ghats and northeast region generally don't shed their leaves. Okay, they are evergreen. So this question is demanding about evergreen forest. So what are the reasons or what are the factors that are responsible for this evergreen forest? First one is regions do not have prolonged dry season. Regions do not have severe winters. These regions have humidity level beyond 75% almost throughout the year, and you have to choose the correct reasons. Okay, so let me know the answers in comment box. So there is no negative marking here, and we are not imposing any negative marks on you if you are going wrong. So but it will helps you to boost your confidence and will increase your enthusiasm regarding answering this type of questions, prelims practice questions. And if you are thorough with this eliminating techniques or guesswork, then you can easily crack this prelims examination. So for that I am giving just 3 practice questions every day and try to answer this. So apart from this, there are articles regarding Yemen. Already we discussed that Yemen crisis number of times. So that article you can easily go through that. So recently what happened, there is increasing of attacks by these Houthis on UAE and as well as other supporting Saudi led countries. So because of this is the news. Okay, so you can go through that because already we discussed about that Yemen crisis number of times, and there is also article regarding Russia-Ukraine issue. So already we discussed that. Okay, so these are the 2 topics that you need to refer apart from this. So by this I'm concluding. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Please subscribe to Rathod's IAS Academy and don't forget to like, share and comment my videos. And don't forget to enroll to these courses, and the details are given in description box. And if you want to download app of Rathod's IAS, link is also given in description box. So by this I'm concluding. Thank you so much.